Alright, what is good, y'all? Johan back here for some more Fire Emblem Heroes. Just various stuff today, since I was busy the past couple of days, so I didn't really get a chance to talk about any of this stuff. I've been just super busy in general. Managed to make time for this today. It's going to go pretty quick though, but basically what I'm going to do is talk about the new units real quick, talk about the refines, and then at the end I'm going to do a couple of polls on the new summer banner, because there are a couple of units that I might try just test my luck, just try a couple of polls, not too much. So yeah, I guess we'll get right into it because I don't have too much time. First off, we have Summer Erica here, which I am extremely happy that she is drawn by Wada Sachiko again, because Asatani Tomio is amazing, incredible, top tier artist for sure, but Wada Sachiko is my favorite artist by far in Fire Emblem, and she's the OG character designer for Sacred Stones, right? So really happy to see this. I love the design, so this will be my main target when I go YOLO in a couple of moments. So let's check her stuff out real quick. Her skills.
So many great swimsuits to choose
Incredible
from.
art.
It was hard to select just one.
Perfectly fitting. the what's it called? The floaty thing. I can't remember what's called anymore. It's really cute for her. Alright. So we got I'm sure all of you are basically well versed in this by now because I'm a little late, but she has a pretty good PRF weapon with the Moonlit Bangle Flyer version with the F. So she only gets Kanto 1, but she has the Moonlit Bangle effect otherwise, which is going to help her get super incredible hard-hitting nukes off. Is it going to be enough to beat a lot of the top tier tanks nowadays? We'll see. Probably not, at least for the Hardy Fighter Deflect Magic ones, but nonetheless extremely powerful. Her weapon is Slaying +5 all stats and has self no follow-up, which is pretty common for your offensive fire mages nowadays. But she also has the guard effect now. So because she can't run wind sweep, they added this guard effect to help her not get special nuked in retaliation, because she's pretty squishy. And the extra guard smoke on top of that to maybe help deal with Hardy Fighter stuff and whatnot.
Hi, I'm Mia!
Yeah, but thankfully she does come with steady impact, which should help her on the bulk side a bit more since she's not going to get retaliated on by special. Hopefully it's enough for her to not die in the first hit. She is still pretty squishy, but yeah, a decent alternative to not being able to run wind sweep because of the PRFB, but still extremely strong, really good. Attack speed Oath 4, that's pretty incredible here because they get a self +6 attack speed buff now with a much more lenient condition, and they get the, it's kind of like legendary female Byleth's thing, except without the no follow-up part, because they get stats, they get the jumping to allies thing, but instead of the no follow-up, they get drive self drive attack speed +3 during combat, which is really good. Because it's +3, there are moments where Rain is still technically better, but still this is really good on a lot of units. So yeah, I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to pull a few copies of Erica to give to some of your favorites. It's really good. So yeah, really solid kit, really good units for sure. Nothing meta shifting though, not at all.
What fun!
Yeah, amazing art. So next we have Niffle. Alright. I also love the art on this, because she's all covered up and stuff and has the hat.
I will surely mount.
Drawn also by a Double Survivor guy, or a person. Colorless dragon now, which is pretty cool. Right? Colorless, I believe? Yeah, she's colorless.
I will surely mount.
She is kind of different actually from her base version, because she doesn't have the flash nuke, but instead just has a sweep effect with a speed check, which is still really good. She's gonna be stupid fast, I'm sure. I forgot what her stats were exactly, but slaying of course, so she's gonna be good Gale Force there. Full no follow-up, has damage reduction, has trace, speed catch. I mean, it's kind of run-of-the-mill stuff at this point, but she's really good at what she does. She can easily get Gale Forces off if she meets the heavy blade check, I guess, but I think it'll be pretty workable for the most part. Otherwise, she can just hit really hard. So she's kind of like the summer, what's her name? Freya of this season. They have the same unit type and class. They're very, they both have slaying, I'm pretty sure, yeah. And Freya has more, she has the self-no follow-up, she has the damage reduction, she has binding necklace, she has more stat swings, more of a stat swing than Niffle does, but Niffle is probably a bit more tanky, on the tankier side. And she has the sweep and the, whatchamacallit, full no follow-up, yeah. So, yeah, really good. Nothing much to say though, just really good overall. Gonna be great on defense for sure.
Presumptuous.
Alright. Very nice. Love the art. And next we got what everyone thought was Fjorm at first. It's Leon. Sword infantry, so that's dead on arrival without a PRF. But his fodder is pretty good. We got that auto follow-up sword, which is pretty nice. Helps a lot of our slower units nowadays that they don't have to rely on freaking QR as much anymore. So that's really nice. Or just in general, just decent player face weapon as well. Decent fodder, attack defense ideal, which helps bridge with Priam and Fallen NATO Guard, which is not that great. I guess you can get no follow-up from Priam or Rouse 4. Still not great, but low attack defense is definitely really good in the 4-star pool. Young Ilyana had low attack res, so it's kind of a follow-up to that, I guess. But a good time to get it if you need it real quick for somebody.
Look, a fish.
And we got the Badunga Hadunga. It is actually absurd that this...
Always the stick in the mud.
This is a Nintendo game, guys. This is a freaking Nintendo game. This is a Nintendo game. My gosh. Yeah, Duo Thor. By the way, I predicted this like crazy, but I mean, it was pretty obvious that this was gonna have OCs on it from the beginning because they usually have OCs almost every summer somewhere. So I very expected Duo Thor and Loki because there aren't any other real fanservice candidates in the OC area left, so I felt like it was definitely going to be them. Yeah, this unit is insane, bonkers, absurd. So even ignoring the PRF weapon at the start, we have World Breaker, which is on a flyer, which is already really good. And she's no longer season locked to Astra, so you can put this on freaking defense, or you can put it on light season now too. So incredible. But the weapon, man. So slaying, obviously, exposure and stall. Stall already is like the way it works with like Reeve, like within 2 spaces of the slowest unit. It's really good because that's gonna be hitting like your safe tanks, and so you can't really have your Yuris or whatnot like close to your safe tank anymore, which means they're exposed now. Not this exposed, but actually exposed. So yeah, this stall is going to be a pain in the butt for like Sigurd and Yuri and anyone with Tempest and things like that. Really good. And exposure obviously is gonna help deal with, since this is hitting save tanks for the most part. They're also going to be exposed. They're going to take just raw true 10 damage each hit now. So brave hits and whatnot, man, save tanks are going to be having a hard time, especially with Katri and stuff. Pairing her with Katri is going to be really good. And she has all the stat stuff and whatnot. But on top of all that, her duo skill is like, ugh, alright, get out of the way. Her duo skill, the gravity's whatever, but oh my goodness, the neutralized bonus is so incredibly good. But I'm mostly speaking because I use Young Mia, and I'm pretty sure this is completely removes Young Mia's dodge and no follow-up buff. So I'm very sad about that as a Young Mia user. But it also gets rid of, you know, if stall for whatever reason didn't hit target units, it gets rid of movement buffs. It gets rid of, you know, bonus nullbar effects from Legendary Eliwood. It gets rid of. It's basically kind of like false start, except you can use it at a different time for like active bonuses. So this is really good. Granted, it's only going to be for 1 turn, and you have to use up a turn to use it for Summoner Duel's case, which is what this is basically for. But it is very powerful. If I wasn't trying to like be more conservative with my orbs nowadays, I would probably spark her, but not now. Not now. This unit is crazy. But it's just we're continuing the pattern, you know, getting units to deal with problem units in the meta in Summoner Duels for the most part.
Is something amiss?
So chasing after ever-changing meta, it's not worth the orbs, honestly. Especially if you're like already decent placement and if you're already decent placed in SD at this point, you're basically getting near max rewards. So there isn't too much point in chasing this ever-changing meta, in my opinion. If you're already like in the higher ranks, Axe Seth, getting that axe is pretty nice. Seth as another axe free unit is not nice. That's all I have to say about that. Yeah, alright, so I'm gonna be shooting for a couple of Ericas, maybe some Niffle on the side. Well, I might go for everything except red, I don't know. But I'm only gonna do like 1 or 2 circles tops, so we'll see if Lady Luck is on my side. Alright, next we will talk about the refines very briefly again. Kind of talked more than I would like. I feel like this is going longer than I expected, but Roy, he still sucks. He is a bit better now, but as a fire legendary, he still sucks. You have to get rid of the new Spurn he got for no follow-up, because like you really need no follow-up nowadays. Him not getting that now is really oof. He's just getting, he only has 1 layer of stats now, +4 all stats, whereas nowadays refined units are getting, you know, +10 all stats, +8 or +10 key stats, +8 all stats. Everything is crazy stuff, but Roy still only gets +4 all stats, and then breath effect and tempo effect, which is good, but this is definitely not a great upgrade. Definitely not a great upgrade, even with Human Virtue too. I mean, he's gonna have a lot of stats with DC, kind of like Legendary Marth, but not as much. I guess with the bonus doubler seal now, that could be you could go more into that, but still, I don't think this was a great change at all for him. Great upgrade. It makes him more usable, that's about it. Next we have, this is Mordecai. Yeah, so his debuff is now -5 all stats. I think it was -4 now. But the thing is, it's still only within 2 spaces of unit and target. I feel like if he wanted to have more practical use, 3 spaces would have been better. Because if you're smiting somebody in and you want to debuff like key targets, that means you base the target you're smiting basically already has to be in the enemy's range to begin with. So it's kind of awkward, if you know what I mean. So I feel like if this was 3 spaces, it would have been a lot better, but I mean, I guess it's still alright. But now he has the tempo effect, he has +10 attack and defense now, I believe, yeah. And now he has the pulse smoke effect, which is, again, really nice against like Hardy Fighter and stuff like that. But again, it's only 2 spaces, so you have to like basically smite right into right in front of the Hardy Fighter, which is kind of hard to do in SD because they're going to be more in the back, so it's definitely more for AR, I think. Decent upgrade, but not incredible. Next we have Pan, who for whatever reason all of our Cav Beast units are getting just becoming stat sticks. You know, all of them are getting +8 all stats at least. She's getting +12 all stats if you meet all the checks. Ooh, I'm so sorry if that was super loud. Yeah, so +4 all stats if solo. Another +4 all stats if foe is not a beast or dragon, and has the guard effect, and an additional +4 all stats for existing, and guaranteed follow-up attack and true damage. Tons of stats, guaranteed follow-up attack, impact, and true damage. Not much to say beyond that. She's pretty good. Still not meta shifting or anything, but she is huge ball of stats. Cav effectiveness also, I forgot about that. That extra layer of guaranteed follow-up attack will help against like wary fighter effects and stuff like that. And that true damage definitely helps because her attack is relatively low if I remember correctly. So solid upgrade, solid upgrade. Nothing crazy though still. Yeah, Kale is bonkers insane now. I haven't, she's still not in the calculator yet, I don't think, but I believe people are saying she's potentially better than Brechter. If not, at least on par for sure. Because this attack debuffing is absolutely crazy. Minus 10 attack debuff on top of, usually it'll be roughly 25%, 20-25% attack debuff on top of yeah, the minus 10 to begin with. So you're generally seeing like at least 25, minus 25 attack on the foe, which is crazy. Yeah, attack debuffing is really good right now because she's not relying on damage reduction. So she super nerfs lethality and Deadeye, super nerfs those, and she doesn't have damage reduction of her own, but she can still run Hardy Fighter with Cal, so she's not dying. She's absolutely not dying. Even effective damage like Micaiah and stuff, like it'll still hurt her a bit, I think, but effective damage is based on, you know, it scales based on, you know, how much more attack you have than the opponent's res. So if you're super debuffing attack, you're getting less value from the effectiveness. So that's getting hurt a lot. So this super attack debuff is like very, very powerful. Like she's one of the best far savers in the game by far. We're just getting strong blue far savers over and over again, aren't we? I do have a straight copy of her, so maybe I'll use the codes far save and mess with that a bit. She's only plus, she's neutral though, so I don't know. I'll think about it, but incredible. I highly recommend, especially for SD. Yeah, very good. Super good glow up. Next we have Fallen Marita. She basically does what she does before, but even better. So now she has a tempo effect, which was probably the biggest thing she needed. Plus 10 attack and speed, which she's actually one of the fastest units in the game now, I want to say, because she already had a very competitive speed set, like 40-ish, 41 maybe, which is still on par with fast units released now. But now she has plus 10 speed, so she's actually like already just from that like pretty high up there on the speed tier. But on top of that, she has the minus 8 speed if an opponent does happen to be faster than her. So I'm pretty sure she's like top tier speed unit right now. Yeah, and if they're not faster, just a raw minus 8 defense debuff, which is pretty substantial. She still needs to run NFU though. And I feel like her best C slot at this point, if you're not using Time's Pulse, might have to be a Tempest skill. Because I think as a unit who's hyper player phase, having a Tempest skill is going to be more important for her rather than using Time's Pulse. But I guess it kind of depends on the situation. So yeah, solid upgrade. Nothing crazy, but just helps her do what she does better. Very good Gale Forcer, by the way. And we have Fjorm, which I'm surprised that she actually got like a really good refine. She didn't get an extra like debuff effect from an HP check. Instead, she got drive attack speed plus 4 and penalty neutralization to allies within 2 spaces. Very, very, very good. Neutralizing penalties is so incredible right now. That helps. That reduces the need for the demand for unity skills on like your main tanks. So like for example, my young Mia, I have to use for her solo tanking build, she has to use Distant Pressure. She can't afford to run attack speed unity. She can't afford to drop DC for attack speed unity. So she does get hurt a lot by the Bright Shrines, but now with this, she doesn't have to worry about that anymore. So I think I'll be moving Fjorm to my young Mia team. Like this is really good. And the HP check got easier. Just very, very good support unit. Her support got really good. Yeah, and she only gets plus attack speed 4. That's it. Okay, that's whatever. But good isolation, good support. I think before I realized how good Kale's was, I thought Fjorm was the winner. But Kale, Shell, Kujel, however you pronounce her, I think she's the clear winner for this batch, for sure. After I realized how much of a debuff she did. But yeah, really good refined batch overall, I think. Very solid. Alright, with that, I have a couple minutes left. I'm going to switch over to my game real quick. Alright. And I'm going to roll just a few times, not too many. Maybe up to 10 or something. I really want Erica. I love Wada Sachiko Erica a lot. So I'm going to be mainly going for that. But I might, if I'm feeling it, I might go for Niffle as well. Because I really like Niffle's portrayal here a lot. And I guess I'll go blue, I guess. Just because I do play SD. Nowadays, well, SD's kind of on a halt right now because I'm busy packing for home. But it'll be nice to have her for the future when I am ready to play more. So, alright, let's just dive into it real quick. No green, unfortunately. Alright. I'll go colorless. Alright, nothing. I'll go... I'll go a couple blues. I really want to focus on green though, so... Okay, I'll just go for one more blue. Yeah, but I only have a few orbs, but I have quite a few in my bank, so hopefully if Pirate Rebecca actually does happen, I'll be well prepared. Thankfully Summer Tsubasa didn't happen, because that would have been awful. Wow, come on now. Do I do it for just the design I like or for competitive play? Alright, design I like. That's the way to go. Can we get the Niffle? Nope. Just good budget fodder. Can we please get a green though? Please? Oh my gosh, come on. Alright. The first circle of green appears. That will be my last circle. Come on now, come on now. One green. One green. Maybe we'll go one more. Maybe. I did say up to 10-ish polls. Oh, hello. Ascended Nino. Basically, Ascended Nino. Ascended Nino before Ascended Zora thing. Alright, that's cool, I guess. I still have to refine our weapon, actually. I guess I'll take it. I'm not going to bother recording the polls. Alright. Show me one more green. Alright. This will be my last one. This will be my last one. Alright. Let's go. Nope. Just Arthur. Alright. Do I have some luck today? There's a smoke. Oh man, I thought that was that, like the outline the silhouette was kind of similar to Erica almost, but alright, well, no luck. So I guess I'm back to saving for potential Pirate Rebecca. So yeah. Alright, that'll do it for this video, guys. So best of luck for you guys who are polling. And yeah, have a good summer. I guess the next banner will be a new heroes banner with Ascended. Maybe it'll be 3 hopes. We'll see. I still have to. Oh man, I haven't played in like a week because of how busy I've been. But hopefully I can get back on that. But yeah, have a good one, guys. See you next time. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Peace out.